for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
I sure hope the Federals take over so I can dig my feet up. Mighty fine.
Well, here, let's mount up and hit the trail.
Don't say.
Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus. Whoa there.
Come on, easy up now.
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taken nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. All kinds of soldiers around back then.
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves' Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Almost there, Mr. Marston. Just over this hill. Gee up.
Slow it up now.
Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Come on. Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
I picked out a fine horse for you. Giddy up! Come on, time for you to see what a real ranch looks like. To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Easy.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. Yeah! And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaint from me, Miss McFarland.
What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't bite. How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house, and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look around. Come on, boy. Right, follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious. Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. Look, those damn rabbits are at the crops again. Get down and give me a hand, will you? Get your rifle out. It's about time these little thieves met their maker. Good shot. Nice shooting. You got one. Much obliged for the help. Them rabbits can be wily little critters. Mount back up. We should check out the rest of the range. ways to go. If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city, become a lady of leisure.
Damn coyotes are fast! We can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill them, Mr. Marston! We got one!
What is that?
Hurry! I got your boy straight for the chicken coop.
Whoa!
That coyote won't be back!
Too close!
That's it! Damn coyotes!
Go!
This is you, Mr. Marston. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
A beautiful wife is no guarantee of full male potency. My patient's bones. Sir? Hello.
Come on!
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
All right, I'll show you how we ride round these parts. Giddy up!
Let's go!
Oh, there! On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this!
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
How do you do, sir?
You got problems with your spurs?
Come on!
Yeah! You're not as bad as I thought you'd be! Isn't this jolly?
Come on! You're lucky I'm being a gentleman! Come on!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Come on, Mr. Marston!
Let's go!
Don't go easy on me!
That's more like it!
Come on, boy!
Let's go! Slow down! Yeah! Yeah! Come on!
See you at the finish line!
Come on!
This sure beats milking cows! How those injuries feeling, Mr. Marston?
Would you like me to slow down? Are you saving the best for last? Hey, I bet you're starting to...
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston. Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the reins, Mr. Marston. just go. I don't want to keep Paul waiting. You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens? So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
How good it is to see you.
The whole town needs my expertise today.
Hey, partner.
You need something for that gout? You have any night fevers, come back and see me.
The marshal may as well
A salesman, huh?
all over to them thugs
Thanks a lot.
for all he does to stop them.
Good to see you again.
Hello there.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Well, howdy there. How can I help you?
Sorry, mister.
Bad batch of stock. Looks sickening.
Don't say. If Alinda ever dared show his face,
Why, hello.
everything here is proudly made right here in the USA.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome here anytime.
Hello there.
Hello.
You getting in or not?
I knew she was a soiled dove.
Tim O'Brien is said to have run off with an engine.
That talk came in on the 515.
Excuse me.
Hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! Now, what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them, one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting cute with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dick.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Come on then, Marston. Follow me.
His big mouth got him killed.
Oh, wait, you ain't friend. It's not like hearing permutation.
Howdy, Fred.
So who are we looking for?
Bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers and armadillos spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
¿Cómo estás?
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months. Damn, he's seen it. Come on, don't lose him.
Go! If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Ooh, now. Looks like he's holed up at the old Pleasant's house. Let's hold up a minute and find a spot for our horses.
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn! Take cover! We'll work our way up this hill.
Hey, yeah, you, over here.
Move up to that wagon on your right. I'll cover you. Marston, take that bastard behind the crate.
You ain't taking me alive.
Head for the crate, boy. I'll cover you. Watch out for that bastard behind the rock. Damn you.
Can I have this? To the victor, the spoils.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Damn you!
Forgive me, friend. Hold it right there, partner.
I'm bulletproof. You can't see me.
What's next, pal? What have we got here?
go.
Some of that scout prisoner. Really? Big shipment of tobacco set to arrive tomorrow.
Those men get more bold every day for the war of the time. Front side of the wall.
You want to spend
Heard
some
that
time
you were
with me?
took Blue Lawman the other week.
Right, over that trail again.
Sanchez, Allende, Santa, Reyes, all the same. They just want armadillo real nice.
Blessings to you.
Walton's gang came by, robbing and killing. For some reason, they left me alone.
Is that right? Well, well.
You are sexually immoral, practicing in the magic art.
Hey, you! The chicken-headed guy! Come over here! You a tough guy, mister? I hope so. We gonna have a showdown.
You don't know me, mister.
Hello? Hello? It's Armadillo 731. What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of theys.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshal!
Marshal! Marshal, I just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
Why me?
How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
stick together, boy. Them rustlers might be waiting for us. I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land, bringing modernization and betterments to the West. It's only made the rich richer and the poor poorer, and it's killed a way of life.
Building a factory over a field ain't gonna help nobody I know.
Look at what they've done to the natives for God knows how many years now. It's hardly like they're gonna suddenly start respecting a man's right to work his land.
Nearly there. Ooh. All right, leave the horses here and follow me. Let's go. Stay alert, boys. Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
Rustler, find some cover. Let's split up. You take the left, boys. I'll go right. Marston, you can go with the deputies or cover me.
My apologies, mister.
I see one of them.
Come
Are you
on.
kidding me?
Keep up.
Hurry up! Stay with us! This way!
Right, I'm in charge now.
That was some pretty damn good shooting, John.
Yup, maybe you ain't the tenderfoot I thought you was.
Coming from you, friend, that's a real compliment. Why you want to die?
Let's move up to the bridge.
Are you kidding?
Follow me.
Let's see what you got.
Where's your branding iron now?
Careful, they might bushwhack us here.
What's the government, boy?
Marston swatting rustlers like flies.
Damn, those Ballard twins got themselves an army.
Yeah, rustling's a profitable business, and they ain't short on willing recruits these days.
Why'd a man break his back working 12 hours? For a ranger, he can't afford to pay you.
But the rancher can't pay him because those sons of bitches are robbing his cattle.
Yep, it's one of them vicious circle things the marshal keeps jawing about. Come on, up the hill. Let's blaze our way to that ridge.
Hey, little assistance would be nice, Marston. Your wrestling days are over.
Keep moving, boys. The marshal's by himself. I'm the goddamn law.
My apologies, mister.
Let's go, Marston. Get a move on.
I plant you shallow without a reading, boy. We should cross the pass with the marshal up here.
He's been giving them hell on the other side.
That marshal of yours sure doesn't seem to mind getting his hands dirty.
Oh, he ain't afraid to pull the trigger, all right.
And he's been after these rustlers for a long time.
He'd tell you he's all about the book. Let the judge decide a man's fate, but he throws out plenty of his own justice, too. More rustlers! Take them down!
We've come from Mr. cattle!
That's it!
Keep moving! We need to get to the marshal! Good shot!
What have we got here?
You rustlers make me sick!
This looks as good a spot as any. Gather around and listen up. Let's try to sneak up on them. The closer we are, the less chance they have of making a run for it. Nice shot! There's the son of a bitch.
I'm gonna put you down. This way.
Shit! He almost got it! See? That's what happened!
That bastard won't be rustling no more.
If it ain't me, it's someone else.
Where's your branding iron now? Marston spots rustlers like flies. I'll kill the hell out of you!
One move!
Your wrestling days are over! Are you kidding?
Looks like the Bollards won't be rustling again anytime soon. Quick, let's get those hostages free.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
Say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. West Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. West Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
Come on.
You could cause an accident like that. Get out. Sorry, partner. Come on, let's get this over with. Let's go! Come on! Yeah! Let's go! Here! Come on! I'll come for you, sweet! Hope he's not sure. Not bad. Don't think you'll be wanting this no more, friend.
That's the flower. Forgive me, friend.
We'll take it from here. Here's your payment. Well, I'll be.
Follow Charlie. He's a good one to sniff out trouble. Stick next to the dog, mister.
Hola.
Excuse me.
¿Qué tal?
What have you got?
It takes one bullet, but I'm gonna send a bunch.
What the
Just in
hell?
case. You curious to see how?
Yes, that's that. This is mighty generous of you, mister. You! Move!
I'm gonna let that.
Thank you kindly.
gonna lose that ranch.
Are you drunk or something?
Hello there.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute, and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Right. Are you ready to learn how to herd some cows?
Howdy, ma'am.
How do you do, sir? Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
How are you today? Easy now.
Keep on moving. Nice job, Mr. Marston.
Stay behind them, Mr. Marston.
Herd the cows down the road. Pretend you know what you're doing.
Look at that,
Whoa. Get right at them. Drive them this way. Yeah.
Hey! Go! Let's go! Slow down! Come on!
Nail it there.
Whoa there!
He's just showing off
Good.
now.
Now we need to move this entire herd out to the far pasture for grazing. Sweep back and forth behind them. Keep them nice and tight.
Get a move on!
Keep going, Mr. Marston. Doing great, Mr. Marston. Stay with him. Keep that herd together. Come on. Keep it moving. Whoa.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Let's hit it. Come on, Annabelle.
Come! Come on!
Well, hello, Mr. Marston. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Did you meet my father? John Marston, this is my father, Drew McFarland.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marston. Please. So, my daughter informs me that you're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Something like that. I'm grateful for the hospitality, sir.
Well, you know, we've lived here for 30 years now. Came here from the east. The land had never been settled. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. Then we had outlaws, and we had drought, and we had smallpox, terrible winters, cholera. I buried more of my children than I raised.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I've seen strong men wither and die under that unforgiving sun. That whole herds of cattle take sick and die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
When I hear about this so-called federal government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always gonna be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. Sneaking around and spying and secret missions. It's preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Good. Well, we won't insult you any further. Come on, Bonnie, we got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city dweller, that is.
You're gonna need this, Mr. Marston. Let's see if we can put that new lasso of yours to good use. That ranch hand said there's a pack of wild horses nearby. Whoa there!
You sure have some interesting theories on what the government's doing, sir.
They ain't theories, Mr. Marston. I saw the telegram Marshall got from Blackwater. It ain't exactly a state secret who sent you.
Well, is he wrong? I saw those men from the train.
The government can go to hell if you ask me. Those sons of bitches would steal a coin off a dead man's eyes.
Mr. Marston!
He's right. Now, I don't know much about politics.
Please, Paul.
But I know we're only as free as they say we are. Power's like a drink. The more you have, the more you want.
Tomorrow I'll teach you about rain. There's certain things in this country a woman could do much better if you ask me.
I ain't gonna argue with that, Miss McFarland.
Let's rope one! Come on, don't be afraid of that lasso! Throw that damn rope, Marston! Hang on to that rope, Marston! Get on it! Keep it tight now, Marston!
Oh, shit!
Keep at it,
Mr. Marston! Lean into it!
Almost got you.
You're doing fine!
Show me what you got, boy!
Yeah.
Come on, man, down,
too much!
I got you now.
That's it! Don't give up!
Easy!
Take it slow now!
You'll have this in no time!
Let's see it, boy!
You're a wild.
Whoa!
Nicely done, boy!
Whoa there!
Let me take it from here. You get back on your own horse. Whew, I think that's enough activity for an old-timer like me. I'll take this one back to the ranch. See you later. Mount up, Marston. You leave this one to me. Let me take you from here. You get back on your own horse. Come on. Mount up, Marston. You leave this one to me. Let me take you from here. You get back on your own horse. Whoa!
Howdy.
Mount up, Marston. You leave this one to me.
Let's go.
The things you say, honestly.
Cuidado.
Well, hello, Mr. Marston. How are you?
Right, now you got some rope on your belt. Let's see if we can't wrangle some horses. Easy now.
Come on. You sure have some interesting theories on what the government's doing, sir.
They ain't theories, Mr. Marston. I saw the telegram Marshall got from Blackwater. It ain't exactly a state secret who sent you.
Well, is he wrong? I saw those men from the train.
The government can go to hell if you ask me. Those sons of bitches would steal a coin off a dead man's eyes.
Mr. Marston!
He's right. Now, I don't know much about politics,
Please, Paul, can we just enjoy
but I
the
know
ride?
we're only as free as they say we are. Power's like a drink. The more you have, the more you want. There's few men who can handle it.
There's certain things in this country a woman could do much better, if you ask me.
I ain't gonna argue with that, Miss McFarland. Come on.
There's the horses! Get that lasso ready!
Rope one of them for me, Marston! Only
You'll
a
have
bucket,
this
Mr.
in no
Marston.
time!
Lean into it.
Relax
Come on in,
now.
cowboy.
Nearly there.
That's it! Don't give up!
Let's see it, boy!
Calm it down.
Take it slow now.
You're doing fine!
Come on, let's go!
God damn it.
Try to
Come
hold
on,
this
what you got,
with
Come
your
on, nearly got you. It's all right.
life. Keep at it, Mr. Marston!
Oh, damn.
Good work. I'm impressed, Marston. Let me take you from here. You get back on your own horse. Whew. I think that's enough activity for an old-timer like me. I'll take this one back to the ranch. See you later.
Come on, Mr. Marston! Let's rope another one! Come on! Rope one of them!
Yeah,
What are you waiting for?
let's go.
Whoa there! We haven't got all day!
Come on.
Easy now!
Come on, baby. Calm down.
Hold on to him!
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, shit. That's it. Relax now. Hold on. Almost got you. Yeah. There you go.
You're a regular Bronco buster, city boy! Nice work! I think that'll do it for today. Let's get back to the ranch.
Let's go. I like your father.
I'm glad. He's quite a character.
You have a good life here. The life I want. For me and my family, I mean.
We don't have a lot anymore.
You have enough. It's one that gets so many folks in trouble.
It'll sap your spirit and make you poor, but it's straight, and it's decent.
There's no better night's sleep than after an honest day's work.
It's no wonder you look so tired then.
Some deck must be shy of Joker, Miss McFarland.
Who'd have thought you'd be such a natural at busting Broncos?
That was fun.
I think be a fine rancher one day. If you can bear to stop killing people for a living.
Sure.
Whoa there! Well done, Mr. Marston. These are fine horses.
Hey, Bonnie. Amos was saying some horses have been spotted somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Let's go, Mr. Marston. We can really do with those horses. No rest for the wicked. Let's see if we can track down that other herd of horses.
You never did tell me why you were never married. Aside from the snobbery, that is.
You sure ask a lot.
I'm just surprised, that's all. You must have been quite a catch.
The fact that you're talking in the past says it all.
No, that's not what I mean. You must have had some suitors, that's all I'm saying.
Some, I suppose. Here and there. A ranch in the middle of Hennigan's Stead ain't really the place to find a husband. Amos, he's a little, well, you know, countrified.
Where'd you get your airs and graces, Miss McFarland?
From a couple of cheap governesses Pa hired to save us from being savages. I'd like to talk about more than just cattle and chickens sometimes, that's all. And after my brother left, it was up to me to become the man of the ranch. He never... admit it, but my pa's a lot frailer than he looked.
You're worth two of any man I know, miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment.
In many ways, my wife is kind of like you, Miss McFarland.
Is that so?
She's always been a woman in a man's world.
You don't talk about her very much. There's my boys. Come on, Mr. Marston. Let's drive them up the canyon where it narrows. We'll trap them there. Wait for my signal, and don't let those horses out of your sight.
Right you are, miss. Whoa there. Come on. Easy. Come on. Go. Whoa, whoa. Hey. Let's go. Come. Yeah. line now. This don't feel too good. Relax now. Nearly there. Almost got you. Relax. Come on. Come on. Nearly got you. Oh, damn. Whoa, now. I got you now. Hold on. It's all right. Shit. Calm down now. Come on, baby. Calm down. Oh, shit! Come on, come on, come on. That's it. Here we go. Steady. Relax now. Nearly there. That wasn't so bad. Go!
Thanks for your help today, Mr. Marston. We got some fine horses. You know, why don't you keep that stallion as your own? As a thank you from all of us.
Thank you, ma'am. He's a fine animal. Come on! Who did?
He's missing. He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
Where? Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock. They took him.
Can't the police force help you?
Oh, they can't even help themselves. Please, sir. My son is missing. I need your help.
If I find him, I'll bring him back to you.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Please find him.
How do you do?
Yeah. That's more like it. Come on. Whoa there.
can help. Beauty pageant next week. I can't wait.
Sure.
Howdy, partner. I'm gonna court me a girl. I'm getting lonely. Information off the wire. About enough of your yammer. Goodbye. Stay out of trouble now. Naturally, nobody wants to carry around gold.
Yep, we got the finest selection in the frontier.
Hello, sir.
You surely won't regret a purchase.
Southwestern Railroad says more trains coming through.
Thanks.
So long. We got the hardest hardware in town here.
Hurry up and get in. Hola.
Go! Yeah! Let's go! Come on! Come on! Let's go! What brings you out this way?
Well, howdy.
Excuse me, friend. Mind if I rest up at your camp a spell?
Well, it'd be my pleasure. Man needs a break from this desiccated land.
Thank you, mister. Say, what's that stick you got there?
Oh, y'all ain't never seen a dowsing rod before, mister? Never seen a man summon the water up from the bare earth? Mr.
Marston.
Ah.
No, can't say I have. It's water you're looking for. What's wrong with that lake over there?
Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with Lake Don Julio. Nothing wrong with it, but we lack the fancy irrigation equipment you folks have back east, so. Man needs a wellspring on his property to ranch here.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Why, you know, just last week, I was over at old Pleasant's house. Now, I think I may have found something, but old coot that owns the place threatened to call the law down on me, so.
People act funny around strange men with sticks.
They sure do. Damn fools. Bet you he don't even know how much water's running underneath his property.
You want me to tell him?
You know what? You ain't that stupid, mister. And I can tell. I'll tell you what. Why don't you go get the old man to sell us his property for a small pittance? Then I can find the source of the water, build us a proper wellspring.
Maybe I will.
Well, all right then.
go. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Go. Yeah.
What the hell do you want?
Howdy, friend. I didn't know anyone lived out here. Whoa!
Now you can't rob the place, now can you? Now get!
Friendly old bastard, ain't you?
I don't need me no friends, friend.
We all need friends, old-timer. We die alone, but we live among men. You know, I was interested in moving out this way with my family. Would you be willing to sell me a parcel of land? We wouldn't even have to speak or nothing.
Land's too dry for farming. Bandits run all the cattle off. Why you want this land?
I guess I just like the scenery.
Well, I don't know. Maybe for $200 I could give you the deed to this land, find myself a place up in Blackwater. Although I never could stand the people down there. No, sir. Make up your mind. I ain't got all day.
Okay, I'll take it.
Here you go then, partner. Good luck out here. Don't be starting no trouble now.
Let's go. Come on.
Howdy. You got the deed?
Yep. Here it is.
I hear about it. All right. Good of you to put your own money up for the deed. There you go. There's a little something extra in there for you. Always best when these transactions go smoothly.
Particularly when you can make more money out of it.
Hmm.
Good luck with the property, McAllister.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go! Get him in there! Come on!
Amos!
Hey, miss. I got most of the horses secure and the chicken.
Well, thank you, Amos, but it's the herd I'm worried about.
I know, they're scattered all over the valley and beyond. The weather is coming in real fast.
So what do you suggest, Amos? We leave the herd out there to be scattered by the storm and ourselves left here to die without a livelihood?
Can I help?
No, miss. If the men get caught out in that storm, they're gonna die.
And if we lose our herd, we'll all die, you stupid man.
Doesn't sound like we're left with much of a choice then. Come on, Amos. Round up your men. Let's get the herd.
Dang.
Let's go. We don't have much time.
Come on!
That sky don't look good. I'm starting to think somebody up there's conspiring against me. Are you a religious man?
Not in any real sense. Sometimes I tell myself things happen for a reason. Like what brought me here was fate come a-calling. But nobody made my path for me.
We all need to look for answers somewhere. Some in big old books, others in big old bottles of whiskey.
Believing in some kind of divine purpose ain't gonna give me my wife and kid back. Past is who we are, Miss McFarland. There ain't no changing that. Faith is a luxury I can't afford.
We have 2 herds out grazing in different pastures. We'll need to merge them and bring them all back.
I think we can handle that.
The cows get real ornery in bad weather. It's more work, but I'll show you how to deal with them. We're not gonna be able to hear each other in this rain. Just make sure you don't lose sight of me. Watch it in that mud. Easy now.
Hey.
Let's take them over to the other herd. We'll try to drive them all back to the ranch together.
Come on, let's go, let's go! Come on!
This is getting nasty. It's getting harder to see anything.
Slow it up now.
Follow Charlie. He's a good one to sniff out trouble. Stay close to Charlie.
Hello.
Don't you move,
What the
friend.
hell is this? Everybody make dust! Everybody make dust!
Pronto.
I heard there's gonna be a new gold rush right near here. Now you know I don't listen to that jibber jabber. Did he sign me for Scarlet Sun or something?
Hello, sir. I'm gonna fill you full of holes. I gotta see that doctor about this bird.
Tell me where he is.
Curious to see hell? You better be.
That's it.
I'm
Run,
not sinking to your level.
coward.
Let's get it done. Thank you.
Well, I got paid not to
You
tell
fancy
a lie.
dealing a few?
Hello.
Couple of hands couldn't hurt.
I seen the bar dog water down the gin.
Let's see what we can do with it then.
And I'll raise you.
I'm out.
Well, ain't that something? I'm a wetting my tonsils all night long.
I fold.
feeling lucky?
I'm gonna call it. Who invited the lady?
Somebody's throwing dust.
I got money to keep my mouth shut.
That ain't the cards, it's how you play them.
I'll check. Turn.
I fold.
Call.
Would you look at that?
Okay,
I'm gonna
then.
take a day off next
I'll place a bet.
I'm cutting my...
I'm gonna raise that.
All right now, I'm all in.
You're locked.
Hope my luck turns next hand.
Shouldn't
And now for my least favorite feature of poker, telling my wife.
Let's make this interesting. Fold.
Woo! Them black wing tomatoes gave my boss the runs.
You sure can tell a good Wendy.
I get mad when I lose, you hear?
Now I'm either lucky or foolish.
Sure, I'll gamble. Oh, come on. All in.
Old Joe hoarding himself an electric belt out from Spalding.
I'ma fake a case of the worms tomorrow.
No.
Are we gonna be men about this?
Call.
And I'll raise you.
Wow, you're real sure of something.
You're in trouble now.
Chair been locking people up for no reason.
You're funny. Shit.
Come on, you're clean now.
I'll put it out there.
Why don't we raise the stakes a little?
Scared money don't make no money.
It's no fun if you don't ever bet.
I'ma get booze blind on the job.
I'm calling. How's about it? That's it for me.
Right. This is the one. Big spender. Let's up it a bit, shall we?
I saw my boss kiss a man.
Think I'm gonna call. Bet.
Fold.
May the worst man win, gentlemen.
Well, I got paid not to tell a law.
I'll raise you.
I'll bet.
Give me something decent this time.
I'm going all in.
I'll call that.
Regina says she'll marry me if I ask.
Thought I had that one in the bag. All righty, boys. I wish you all luck.
Well, ain't that something?
Sure. How about I make things
I'm
interesting?
wetting my tonsils all night. No turning back now.
Sure. I'll bet. I just ain't getting the cards. And I'll raise you.
I got money to keep my mouth shut.
I think I'll raise.
I'm busted.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Ah, see?
You're getting my spurs tangled.
I'm looking for someone to play horseshoes with. Interested? There's a young lady hears about